time to explain so that you know why you need to incorporate all of this into your family values, and if you have them, to reinforce them, so that your future will be, you have a good future. Your generation will stand out. Now, remember, God is trying to raise a holy people. These are parameters required in raising holy people. Holiness without character. In fact, character is part of holiness. You can't separate them. That's why God built our character last year. So family values are key. And when family values are in place, marriage don't break. That's why in the olden age, they don't have broken homes. Because these parameters are functional. Before a woman will say she wants to leave the house, or why would she want to leave the house when all these things are in place? Why would children run into streets and abandoned home where they're well taken care of? Anyway, let's go to the fifth example. Family time. Oh my God. Everybody looks forward to 7 p.m. 7 p.m. is the time my daddy returns early from work. After work, he doesn't go places. I'm using my life as an example for us to have good understanding. When he returns home, his wife fixes his food, he showers. 7, everybody gathers. It's either we stay in his room or we stay in the sitting room. That is family time. We gist, share with each other how the day went, and we also round up all our conversation, advice, and all that with I laughed because I smiled because there's something I remembered. One night after our family, there was a family time we had. A colleague beat me up in school, collected what belonged to me, beat me up. So when I got home, I told my dad today was a bad day. They don't beat me at home. My parents talk and we hear. So being beaten for the first time like that in school, I told my dad, and my dad said, how can you allow somebody to beat you up? My father said, don't worry. I used to be an amateur boxer as a young man. I'll teach you how to box. And that is why my dad started teaching me how to box. Go back tomorrow and beat up that girl or that boy, whoever it was. Family time. So family time is a time, that's just to make us understand how the closeness is during family time. And that's when you talk about how you nailed it at the debating society outing and all of that. And it's a time parents relax with the kids. They're in the raw elements, they're exchanging, teaching values, correcting ills, and all of that. So family time is very important because your children will pick things. My father taught me that day to be assertive. I didn't hold on to the boxing type part because I know I'll never box anybody. I wasn't raised that way. I didn't see him boxing anyone. He was just telling me a story of how he was a boxer as a young man. So why should I now come and learn what I've not seen? But I became more assertive. After that experience, I went back to school. Anybody who wants to chance me till date, I stand my ground. That is what family time is for. And that is when the family bond, they become inseparable. It strengthens family bond. Unfortunately, in chase for money, daddies and mommies are always not around in the evening. So for families still observing family time, I can assure you, your family bond will be strong, and you will be inseparable, and people will not be able to come in between you guys. For instance, now till tomorrow, my children can attest to it. When I and my brother would talk over the phone, I'll say, somebody called me and they said, I said, no, that's not what my brother said. And if my brother would have said anything, this is the way we would have said it. My brother would come in and look, they said this, and I said, no, this is what you have said. And it's like, oh, you didn't forget your sister. You see, those bonds last forever. So you keep having each other's back. Family time, restore it. I don't want to overflog it. I'm saying all of this not because I want to waste our time, but I want us to understand what it means. Go to the 6th example, loyalty. Example of family values, loyalty. I wonder why this generation is like this. They don't support each other. Loyalty is supporting each other through difficult times and maintenance to the family unit. If it is 1 naira you have and your sibling calls, share it with them. After taking care of your family, because a man who doesn't take care of his family is worse than an infidel. So in fact, as a matter of fact, when you're planning your income, as you're planning your saving and the things you're giving out, under giving, I've set something set aside for family for your immediate family. You can be saving it up so that when they come on emergency, you just go into that account and say, oh, I have this little for you. Loyalty, be loyal. Not when your brother or your sister has problem, you disappear. When the problem is over, you appear. You now become a character that's unpredictable. No, loyalty is important. Husbands will loyal to your wife because your children will learn from you, and all of that. The seventh factor we need to look at is perseverance. We learn perseverance from home. Perseverance, modeling resilience, and the determination to overcome obstacles together. How do we do that? Now, I raised my kids with something they did not understand. I don't know, maybe they understood what I was doing then. But God said your father did it with you, do it with your children. I will tell my children, this is what I earn as salary. These are the bills. Which one do we pick? Let us jointly prioritize. So we pick certain important bills this month from my salary, and we schedule the next one. So some people have to delay, delayed gratification. I taught my kids that. So certain gratifications have to be delayed till the next pay packet. So perseverance was taught at home, and that is why today I can sleep without being bothered, because I've taught them the concept of budgeting, planning, holding on to certain things, and having to overcome situations together. When things happen now, I call everybody, this is what is happening, what can you do? You see, we have to learn to be a together family. In the time of plenty, enjoy together. In the time of famine, persevere. Perseverance that you're teaching them at home front will translate into their career, and they'll be able to persevere in whatever they do, either in the ministry or their businesses, even in their own marriages and their relationship with other people. All these things start from home. Family value is key. Please, brethren, let us revisit our family values. Where we have made mistakes, let us correct it. It's never too late. I see in some homes now, everybody wakes up, they go their way. Not only the fact that they're not praying together, despite having the understanding that the family that prays together stays together, they cannot even open their mouths and greet themselves within a house. Where are the family values? And those ones will grow up and raise children. What sort of children will they raise? And that is why you see young people at work, they can boldly look at you in the face, an elderly person or their boss, and they cannot say good morning. Because they were not raised to do that from home. They have no family values. No good upbringing. When we talk about family values, we're talking about good family upbringing, which the most common are the 7 we have examined. Praise the Lord. Am I communicating, church?
Yes.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
all right. Why is family values important? Why they matter? Why do family values matter? Family values matter because, one, it creates stronger bonds. Like I said, when you share ideas, oh my God, we could be partners in crime, partners in success. I love it when I look at my dad and my mom and they smile. Dad's mommy will let it down. And it's like, the bond is just there. And my brother will say, you see this couple, when we grew up, we could say that. When we were younger, we could not say that. But better not that sort of mommy as daddy, not that sort of because the bond is something else. And that is why you find my father, despite retiring as a top banker, he goes to the market for his wife, and you see the wife doing some funny things for him because the bond is there. So please, this family value is key because it will help you to develop stronger bonds. You say your husband doesn't have time for you. How can you have time for you when you don't have the bond? If the bond is there, you see some girls on social media these days, they do content, they dance when their husband returns from work. I saw it growing up. When my father returns, my mother must say, she moved that her tiny waist up and down. My daddy will say to me, let me enter. She will move closer and, and I say, hey, these people.